Academy Award-winning actor Richard Dreyfuss spoke to the LaJolla Golden Triangle Rotary Club on October 14, 2011 regarding the Dreyfuss Initiative Foundation and its efforts to improve civics in our educational system. This is part 4 of 6 of a roughly 50-minute talk.
You have a sense that you could spot a pickpocket a mile away, and no one is going to pickpocket you again by taking your wallet and holding it in front of your face and saying, "We're foreclosing on your home," illegally. Because you will be able to say, "No, you're not. You're going to answer the questions I ask you." We are the fourth branch of government. There's the Congress in its two incarnations, there's the White House, and there's the judiciary. And there is the American public. And the American public is the fourth branch and the final arbiter of all political power. And yet we do not teach anything about the tools of excellence that are required to deal with the anything that could happen in the lifetime of a child. And let me tell you that in the history of mankind, there is one example to remember, and we all know it. The Greeks, for some reason, when other people were still painting themselves blue and eating one another, had this idea that there could be a harmony of spirit, of the physical, and of the intellectual. And they actually sought that harmony. And that is known in history as the mobility of mind, the agility to move as necessary from one to another, from one problem to another, and have the confidence that he could prevail. Anyone who thinks that American business is going to prevail from this point on is smoking something, because American business schools used to teach profit, excellence of product, and protection of the workforce. And now we teach profit, profit, and profit. And we drop the American workforce at a moment's notice and protect the Bengalese before we protect the people of Utah. We drop the quality of our product. We lie to one another about the quality of our product, and I give you BP, and I give you, what do you call it, the company with the vice president? Halliburton. How many people here know about the phrase Halliburton exceptions? Anyone? On the last night, before the Clean Air Act of 2005 was passed, with the collusion of the Democrats, the Halliburton exceptions were stuck into the Clean Air Act, and they protected, firewalled that company from investigation, prosecution of any kind for any reason whatsoever. So when it came about that they knew all about the British Petroleum screw-up in the Gulf for weeks before anyone else knew, there was not one thing legally we could do. And I asked the head of Sembra, "Do you have Halliburton exceptions?" And he said to me, "You know, the bird life in this area is so beautiful." And he refused to answer the question. Now, here's the miracle of America. Whether you like it or not, you are the metaphor better than anyone I can think of, because you connect yourself to the sectors of society that seem to have no obvious connection, but you connect them. Rotary makes it its grandest design to step out and help and connect those who need help. A grand American tradition until Katrina. When Katrina happened, I was living in Oxford, and I watched the Europeans who had 1,000 years on us on how to address the poor. They really got it down. They watched in horror as the Americans did not say, drop some bottles of water on the roofs, open the doors to your hotels, and help them. No one did that. And did you know, and you probably do, that was the first time an American catastrophe had been denied and turned away from by the government and its people. Nobody helped the people who suffered through Katrina. And that was the first time that had ever happened. Instead, they hired security guards to keep people out. And I knew that I was in Oxford for a reason. That we better get some American principles back.
This concludes part 4 of 6 of the presentation. To learn more about the Dreyfuss Initiative Foundation, visit thedreyfussinitiative.org. To learn more about the LaJolla Golden Triangle Rotary Club, visit lajollagtrotary.org. To learn more about Dan McLellan, the producer of this video, visit danmclellan.com.